Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to this special call meeting on this Thursday, September the 22nd at approximately 4:17 p.m. Ms. Derry, would you mind calling the roll, please?
A.C. Brown is absent, Rob Powell absent, Ralph Meeker.
Here.
Dan McDaniel.
Here.
Tim Terry's absent, and Lance Terry's absent. We do not have a quorum. It takes four to make a quorum, and we don't have that.
Thank you, Ms. Derry. At this time, first of all, I would like to, I'll be brief. That's unusual for me, but I will be brief as I can. I want to thank all of you for being here and taking the time out of your day to be here. Everybody in the room, whoever you are and wherever you are, thank you for being here. Can't say that enough. I'll say it again, thank you for being here. In my opinion, this is one of the biggest decisions and projects and most important projects that this city has had the opportunity to participate probably since I've been in office, and we've had a lot of good projects going. But this is one of those projects and events, if you will, that I hoped would move quickly and smoothly, as other things do sometimes. I called a special call meeting this afternoon because of the urgency of the situation. And it's not necessarily an emergency, but it's urgent. We have the opportunity to move on a piece of property that I have been encouraged by you and most of everybody I talk to about purchasing for the city to obtain property with the building paid for by what I wanted to be or hoped to be from the ARPA money that our second tranche of ARPA money to pay for this facility in whole, not to owe anything, not to use any sales tax money, but to use ARPA federal funds to purchase it, which is very eligible for. We've checked into all that. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. And then also, Ms. Tracy McKinnon is here from Western Arkansas Planning and Development District. It's her third or fourth trip. Bless her heart. She is our grant guru. We are in the process. The urgency, I'll back up, was the grant, or is the grant. There's a timeline that we need to get to as fast as possible with all dots, I's dotted and T's crossed. We hope to get that done today. And that is a $500,000 grant that is very much eligible. We are very much eligible to remodel this facility to make it, in my eyes and in your eyes, that we met with all of you folks, perfect for this, for you, for the, I don't want to call you elderly because you're my age. So this is for you folks. If you can't take care of you folks, we're in the wrong business.
Amen.
Amen. So this is my goal. It's not just my goal. There's a lot of people behind this. As I said, I would say everybody's behind it, but few. And I understand that not everybody believes the same way I do. And I've known that all my life. It's okay. When it comes to the elderly folks in our community, I think we ought to be going above and beyond the call of duty to do what we can. It's been laid out very clearly. Joel's getting a phone call. It's been laid out very clearly by people a lot smarter than I am. I'm referring to Lisa Moore and Deanna from the Senior Citizen Center, SRCA, that they are all in. They are 100% in, and I know you folks are, and I am, and there's a lot of other people here in the City Hall that are too. Property owners willing to deal with us. We have an offer. We thought we had an offer available. We'll see. All the stars have aligned on this project, and I'll just say it because I am representing you. It seemed not important enough to get a quorum of councilmen here today, and I think that is beyond sad.
Amen.
I had two councilmen here, and I thank them very much for taking out of their day and their work. These gentlemen have jobs. These two gentlemen have jobs as the other four do. They're not all the same jobs. They may have a little bit more liberty, but when you sign up and run for an office, you are to be at a meeting.
Amen.
Special call or not.
That's right.
So, I'd like for all that to be on record. I am not giving up. I'm not giving up on you. And I'm not giving up on the city of Greenwood. because I need that place too. I live about a half a mile from it, and I'm anxious to go out there. You have a building that is inadequate and is dangerous, per, not Doug Kinslow, per fire chief
Amen.
and insurance people. It's not good. It has been stated recently that the building that we're looking at is half the size of what you have. That is exactly correct. You don't need 9,000 square feet because half of it is wasted. And it is dangerous. I can't emphasize that more. It is unbelievable to me that we don't have a quorum here. When I say a quorum, that's only 4. We have 2. We could have 3 and I could make a quorum. Couldn't get that. So, I could talk for a long, long time and it probably would get worse. And I don't want to do that because it's about you and I don't want to waste any more time, unfortunately, than you've wasted already. But let it be known that we're sitting here with 2 councilmen to make a huge decision about a huge project. And I'm not finished. We will come back in October. This will be on the agenda at our council meeting. We couldn't wait we could have waited, and now we will. We didn't want to because we wanted to get ahead of the game and get the application finalized with Miss Wapididdy here, sorry, Tracy McKenna, and get that going. And I'm a procrastinator. I'm bad, and people that do grants are not.
No,
So,
I am.
oh, you are, okay. Okay. So, it would have been nice to get this in order and line and lined up so she can do all the paperwork, and she's going to continue. She's not done either. We're not finished. This battle is not over, and I'm calling it a battle because of what you see, or what you don't see. Okay? I'll stop talking. Again, thank you so much for being here today. I love you guys, and I love what you stand for because you are Greenwood. What's important to me is when the kids show up, when we have scouts show up, when we have kids from the Boys and Girls Club, that is huge. That's a big thing. And when the senior adults show up, it's the same thing or better. Okay? And if we got to be able to do things for our kids and our senior adults. I'll quit speaking. Yes, sir, Mr. Bell.
Mr. Mayor, you've got about 40 people here.
Yes, sir.
Would it be reasonable to ask for a show of hands of the people that are for this project?
I think that's all you had to do. So I got some over here with 2 hands up.
There's one up there.
I think everybody.
There's 2 up there. So you might take that to the next meeting.
Okay. And if you're against it, feel free to raise your hand. Okay? So there's one back there that's willing to raise his hand that he's against it.
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
What's the deadline for the
Grant?
grant?
The grant is due October 14th. That's a postmark date, so it can be postmarked and mailed October 14th. That Monday is a holiday, the 10th. So really by October 11th is when is kind of the last day for me to get everything I need from the city. And the primary thing that I need that's still left to be had from the city side is a cost estimate and a floor plan from an architect.
So, thank you, Tracy. Does that answer?
Yeah, well, our meeting's the 3rd, so you have less than a week to
Correct. And the other, thank you, Mr. Daniel. The other thing is, with the offer that I made, per council's agreeing to go forward with this, I got with the Showpacks who are here today to represent that facility. They don't own it. They're the real estate company. The gentleman out of Midland owns that facility, who I know. Don't hold that against me, by the way. I know him.
Corey Sweeten is his name.
Corey Sweeten. Used to have the restaurant.
He has a restaurant in Midland now.
They go in Midland. It's good. Got a good pie. Little plug. The other reason for the urgency is I absolutely knew, or I would assume, although this is what I got, is that today we would probably be discussing the offer that was made on the building, and the council may not agree, and that's their prerogative and right to do that. So I assumed there would be some time frame of, are we going to counter, are we going to do this? We do not actually have a actual appraisal, so these things take time, and I was trying to figure in if we could get past this today, include that between now and Council Reed, second, yes, sir. And I got a gavel. Little joke, little joke. Sorry, Mr. Van Gorder, little joke. You love it. That's the reason I wanted to get something at least on paper today, or at least to get the discussion, and I can't do that. Yes, sir, Mr. Van Gorder.
What is that offer?
825?
Correct.
Yes.
May I also say, there is rumor that the Farmers Bank building is for sale and could be
Sure.
remodeled, but it is not.
Yeah, I'd like to be involved with that.
Hey, Mayor,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to
Can we
make,
do this without having a meeting?
I would like to make a motion that we adjourn this meeting.
I don't think we should.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this is a public building, we can all sit and talk.
Yeah, we can talk after. I'm gonna adjourn the meeting, we can all sit and visit. I don't know that I can, so we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you, don't run off. Yes, sir.
I want to ask a question.
Yes, sir.
Building, we can sit
How
and
much
talk.
land is up with that?
I'm sorry?
How much land is?
2 acres.
2 acres.
Yes, sir. So what Ms. Briley brought up about the idea of that building, or that we could buy